So we survived our A to Z of terror last week. It was brutal. I was surprised that a lot of people were like, oh man, this is amazing and stuff. And then I look at the YouTube statistics and it goes average watch time 30 seconds. And it's like, yeah, scared most people off, didn't it? So we're going to do a palate cleanser this week. We're going to jump in the mix with some happy hardcore. Anything that's happy music, joyful. Doesn't matter about cheesy. There's no cheese filter on it. There's just a darkness filter where we don't want anything dark or too hard. Just nice, bubbly, happy hardcore. Limbo Platinum in the chat. Still traumatized from last week. Feel it. Rasheen's saying, are you using your DJ name for sound design or are you using your real name? Interesting question. I haven't really thought about that. I thought if I'm going to build up a brand as a sound designer, like, you know, kind of like, it makes sense to use the Kutski name, doesn't it? Like with some different branding, but I don't know. We'll see. Because the other thing is if I just put myself out as John Walker, there's 1,000 John Walkers, so it doesn't really like stand out, does it? Whereas the Kutski thing with a bit of branding could work, couldn't it? Interesting question, Rasheen. I'll have to think a little bit deeper about that. If you go, I've got a YouTube page for my sound design stuff. I don't post it because it's only for like all the sound design stuff that I've done, but maybe I'll post the link in the chat now. Whereas I've got like a logo for Kutski that's like, you know, like pixelated, and instead of the keeping the Rave Alive colours, it's like those 80s home computer Spectrum style colours. I'll post the link in a minute, you can have a look at it. It's not like anything that I'm trying to push. It's a page where people can go that are interested in that type of work. Interesting question. And Rasheen, also thank you for the subscription. Speedy B, thanks for the subscription. J Free, thank you for the subscription, as well as Melvin MVNRT. We've got that hype train going. Let's jump into some music.
Keeping the rave alive.
Kutski.
Gunfingers, thank you very much for the virtual beer up there. Thank you very much, saying a cool beer to help cool my head. Appreciate that one, mate. I need it at the moment. There might be a beer in the fridge. I'm going to go and see if I can find a beer after this. I could do with it. Is it unprofessional to like have a Discord meeting with somebody later while I'm low-key having a beer at the same time? I don't think so. I mean, it is going to be gone 10 o'clock my time, hasn't it? PM, so yeah, we're all good. Thank you very much. That's the tip system on the show if you don't know how it works. Twitch doesn't pay DJs, only hot tub streamers, so we have to use things like that. It's the virtual tip system on the show. So yeah, appreciate the support, Gumfingers. Anyone else who wants to support, be greatly appreciated. I'll read your message out a little bit later in the show, but right about now, let's jump in the mix. Somebody in the chat talking about doing an A to Z of 90s pop. Scobbers. We could definitely do that. I'm sure every single one of those tracks is in the Twitch authorised music DJ library. So I don't see why we couldn't do that. But I think that should be a bit more of a community thing, do you not think? So, I mean, like, I was born in 82. So early 90s dance music's my jam. Pop music in general from that era. As long as we're not doing like Spice Girls and Boys Zone and stuff, and that's not from any kind of purist type of thing, it's just like there's just more interesting stuff that we could do. If we're doing like 90s pop dance music, yeah. If we were just going to do any genre or era, 80s pop music might be more interesting to me. Oldie Raver, thank you very much for the subscription. Tyson Stutterman, thank you very much as well. And our good friend Scobbers. Scobbers, what's happening, Scobbers? Do you want an air horn, Scobbers? 70 months of support, thank you very much, mate. Do appreciate that. 70 months, not 17. 70, incredible, thank you very much. Appreciate the support, buddy. So, welcome to the party. First time catching one of the streams live, welcome to the Unplanned Chaos. see something going on about James Hype in the chat. I got a funny James Hype story. I don't want to talk over this classic. I'll play an instrumental next so I can tell you it's pretty funny. So I thought I got the best. You know, when somebody makes up a bullshit story and it spreads like wildfire, excuse the pun. But remember when the main stage of Tomorrowland burnt down? Like my manager, who like looks after a lot of big acts like and stuff, it's like I seen that and I was like, yo bro, is that real? And he messaged back and he goes, yeah, it's fucked up, man, it's going to cause loads of problems and stuff. And I was like, damn, you know, kind of like, and then once like it came out like that nobody'd been hurt, then you could kind of think. So like I just texted him and I said, do you know what happened yet? Ask him. And he said, no, what? So I'm like, oh, he thinks that I know and I'm going to tell him, so I'm going to have to make something up. So I said, oh, you know, I said James Hype was doing a sound check, you know, when he's doing that thing when he's pressing all the buttons. I said he hit one of the fucking pyros and it set the stage on fire. And my manager was like, no shit, man, fucking hell, like they're going to be gutted. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. And part of me was like, no, man, I'm only shitting you. But then the other part of me was thinking, if this turns into a major story, nobody's going to know that it comes back to me. And I'm going to like low-key know that I managed to get this story out there. So we went on for a bit of banter and everything. And it was like, and then after a while, like, I said something else that made it even more ridiculous. It's like, oh, fuck off, mate. But it was like, it's almost believable, isn't it? I don't know James Hype at all. He seems like a nice guy, but I do follow like a really funny Twitter account where they get his videos of when he's hitting all the buttons and they overdub like terrible shit all out of key and all out of tune, and it looks like it's real. And they always like, and the tag is always, is this the future of DJ? And it does make me chuckle. But fair play, because considering that DJing has been zero technical stuff for so long now, somebody like James Hype just putting the technical aspect of it to the front of the stage is like, it's a brilliant thing, isn't it? But I do notice that with a lot of the videos that I do see, it's like with turntablism, it used to be trying to do the most insanely complicated thing, making it look as simple and effortless as you can. Whereas now it's the opposite. You do the simplest thing you can and make it look the most dramatic. It's like the pro wrestling of DJ tricks, isn't it? But I like James Hype's vibe. I like what he does. Fair play to him. Putting technical DJs back on the map again, it's important. Yeah, Melvin MVNRT raising a good point, saying, meanwhile, Giuseppe Ottaviani doesn't get all that hype. Excuse the pun, but it's true that, like, because Giuseppe Ottaviani is like a legit musician. Like, I downloaded a hacked copy of Sonic Foundry Acid when I was little and learned how to sequence sounds. I've got no musical talent whatsoever. Just everything that it's like I managed to put together and managed to pick it up. That's a genuinely, like, you know, talented musician. But it did get me thinking the other day with stuff. Like, sorry if this turns into a bit of a rambling, ranting show, but that's the mood that I'm in today. Have you heard of dead internet theory? Like, in summary, is that all the content being made online is, you know, kind of like being made by AI, and all the replies on stuff, the majority of it's bots, so it's like it's basically dead, the internet. And there's a thing that that I heard called dead music theory, and they were saying about how, like, music going up on Spotify, the amount of AI music that's getting churned out there, and, you know, it's being promoted using AI algorithms that are better than any human can figure out what to do. So it's just basically AI music's going to the top. Something like there's already 10,000 tracks, probably more than that a day, going up on Spotify, and then, you know, once you start getting more stuff like that, that music will be so flooded with AI music that there will be no need for, like, you know, kind of like real music anymore, because it won't surface to the top, or it certainly won't be a career option. And that's an interesting thought, and that's where the dead music theory comes in, same as dead internet theory, but with music. And it is likely to happen, to be honest. So will music at that point just become a hobby? Like, for everyone, it's not a profession, it's not an option of a profession. And I don't mean that as a, like, you know, all doom and gloom type of thing, because there's loads of people that are, like, you know, enthusiastically love music and do it as a hobby alongside of the thing that pays the bills. So maybe it'll just be like a moment in time where you were actually able to, like, you know, kind of like pay the bills by doing music. So interesting thoughts. AI is fascinating. If you ask me, like, in a complete vacuum, is AI good or bad for humanity? Like, almost certainly a bad thing in the long run. But also, we're at the point now where it's like the genie's out the bottle, so fuck it. Jump on the train, you may as well. The longer you put it off, you know, the further behind the curve you're going to be. Definitely not good for your brain, I don't think. Well, there again, is where people saying that about, like, I seen a thing about calculators and spreadsheets, because somebody's done a thing where people that use ChatGPT, their, like, short-term memories fucked and stuff like that. Speedy B saying AI is unfathomably impressive, but being used for all the wrong things by wankers. Yeah, couldn't agree more, but there's no one doing that now. There's no one doing it. Think of all the terrible, terrible things that AI could be used for, and it will be used for that, and there's nothing we can do to stop it at this point. So you just need to kind of get on board and use those same tools to protect yourself as much as you can in it. Speaking of a good blag with AI, I can't remember whether I ever told you this story, but somebody sent over, like when I was doing the sample series and showing where samples on records come from, and they sent me like an old school country and western version of Shooting Star, and they said, did you know that this track existed? Like, I was like, listening to it, I was thinking, fuck me. And it was like exactly the same lyrics and stuff, like, you know, slightly different, like, you know, notation and stuff. I was like, wow. Obviously it was AI, but I didn't realise at the time. I thought that was like a track. I was thinking, how did Bang know about this like American country and western song when the lyrics had come from? Well, that's how easy it is to like spoof people with stuff. And somebody just put in the lyrics and said, make this a country and western song, gave it the lyrics, and that's what it had done.
Come and take a trip with me to a land where love is free. Follow me into the light where everything's gonna be alright. Just let go and take my hand. I will show you promised land. Stay with me in paradise, so our future can be nice. Come and take a trip with me to a land where love is free. Follow me into the light. Everything's gonna be alright. Just let go and take my hand. I will show you promised land. Stay with me in paradise, so our future can be nice.
Yeah, Gunfinger's talking about AI wanting AI to do all the like boring, mundane tasks and stuff. It's funny, it is, because everyone was like, oh, AI is going to be brilliant because it's going to take away all the tasks that nobody wants to do, so that we can all spend our time doing the stuff that we do want to do. So i.e. you don't have to drive a truck anywhere, you can just spend the day creating art. Great in theory, isn't it? Except for AI came along and went, no, I'll do the art and you can just carry on driving the trucks. If you see, I did have a brilliant business idea today, actually, because I was messing around with agent mode on ChatGPT. So, you know, like AI, like normally I've just been using it to say, like, a good example is like fixing the fence. I go, my fence is broken, how do I fix it? And it'll tell me how to fix it. And then with agent mode, I can go, here's my credit card details. Can you buy me the supplies? And it'll go on the internet for the as cheap as possible. Go on the internet, and then it like searches the internet, and it'll find all the supplies that it's looking for, that it needs on all the different stuff. It's got your credit card details. It can order it all for you, and then it all gets delivered to your house. So that's it, and it's fascinating because you can even see a little window where it's working. It really is like creepy to see it. But that's the point that you think that we've let the genie out the bottle. Once we've let it out of its own app to go off and do what it wants. But I've still got to repair the fence. I know how to do it now thanks to ChatGPT. Agent mode ordered all the parts for me and they got delivered. So what I want to do is create a business that's got 100 blank generic robots in it. And ChatGPT can download itself into one of them robots to do jobs. And then people can turn around and go, okay, like £30 a day, send my ChatGPT into that robot and he'll come around my house and he'll fix the fence for me. The robot, so that's the third one. First we have normal GPT, then we have agent mode, then we have Kutski robot GPT. Are we down with that? And if you don't pay it or tip it or make it cups of tea every 2 hours at least, it will kill you. Just be warned. Speedy B's saying we all already have that. It's called professional tradespeople, which is kind of true. But I mean, have you had a professional tradesperson out to do a job recently? I still think, no matter how my skepticism of AI is, I still trust ChatGPT.
Open your eyes, see all the love in me. I got enough forever. Don't be afraid. Take all you need from me, and we'll be strong together. And we'll be strong together. And we'll be strong together. Open your eyes, see all the love in me. I got enough forever. Don't be afraid. Take all you need from me, and we'll be strong together. And we'll be strong together. And we'll be strong together.
Saturday class and second half of your funky ass, funky ass, funky ass, funky funky ass. Saturday class and second half of your funky ass, funky ass, funky ass, funky ass. Saturday class and Saturday class and Saturday funky ass, funky ass, funky funky ass. Saturday class and Saturday class and Saturday funky ass, funky ass, funky ass.
Gunfinger's saying on the bingo cards, first AI humanoid DJ within 5 years on Tomorrowland. Yeah, I agree with that, but have we not kind of already had what's Hatsumatsu Miku or whatever it's called, the Vocaloid thing? That was basically that, wasn't it? Except for it was real people behind the scenes writing the music, I think.
Open your eyes,
But it was like a Vocaloid performing it.
got enough forever.
And they did it with like holograms on stage and stuff.
And we'll be strong together.
I was going to say it'll be interesting to see if that Android DJ that's going to play on stage is like free to play its own music or if it's pre-programmed with its sets. But I think most of the people that play the main stage of these festivals are going to pre-programmed sets anyway. I'm kidding, they're actually not, but it's just fun to jump on that bandwagon, isn't it? Somebody in the chat just really made me laugh, but I better not repeat it just in case.
I rock the place.
Remember this tune? Obviously I know Prodigy, you'll love. DJ Storm and DJ Stompy mix. Was this released on one of those, like, it wasn't a Silk Cuts one, but was it a Silk Cuts style bootleg? You know, VGT, Silk Cuts, B&H, Juicy Tracks, you know what I mean? Those bootleg white label series. Oh, was it really one of the naughty but nice ones? Okay, yeah, I haven't got it on vinyl, and I didn't recognise that the name had been done, but I thought obviously I hadn't put this out officially. Oh shit, if that's the case, if it's got All Out of Love on the B-side, then I do own this on vinyl and I play All Out of Love all the time. Let me have a look, I didn't realise it was this one. Okay, hang on, because I roughly know where it is, wait. That literally must be Alzheimer's creeping in. I play that record all the time. The only thing I can say in my defence is it has been a long, hard day. And also, I didn't know who was behind those Naughty But Nice tracks. So I didn't actually know that was Stompy and Storm. But yeah, wow, okay. This is what using ChatGPT will do to you.
Whispering in his ear, my magic potion for love, telling him I'm sincere and that there's nothing to do for us, but I want to be free.
Oh, thank you very much, Melvin MVNRT, hooking me up with the virtual beers. Appreciate that one, mate. Saying have an artificial beer. That's technically what it is, isn't it? It's an artificial beer, an AB. El Puppy Loco, thank you very much for the sub, mate. 51 months deep, appreciate it. Musabella, don't get confused by the whole time thing and the time we're streaming this week. It's all out of order and coordination and chaos. You don't need to, I don't need to explain it. It's not you, it's me.
Cause I'll know
of love. I'm raving on a memory, and I'm living in my fantasy. Laying in the grass, I watch the sky, see the clouds and the birds passing by, and together with my dreams they drift away to a fantasy world, miles away from you.
Gunfinger's asking about the track list. Sorry, I didn't start the Serato thing. You can always use the playlist command. It takes you to my Serato page, whereas if I'm playing off Serato, you can always see the track list. I've just started that now. You'll be able to see everything that's been played on the show so far. Love Child, All Out of Love, DJ Weirdo and DJ Sim remix. I went down a weird rabbit hole the other day where I was thinking, somebody sent over a suggestion for that Patreon mixtape that I do monthly, and one of the tracks was the theme tune to the German Mega Man anime, and it was like happy hardcore. So when I was like looking, I was like, that's crazy, that. And I went and looked to find it, and then I could find it through Discogs, and I noticed on the B-side there was a DJ Weirdo remix of the Mega Man anime theme, and DJ Weirdo, who's done the remix in the back, the Dutch guy, did like loads of like classic tunes in the 90s Pengo Records style. So I was like, I wonder whatever happened to that guy. I never really hear the name around anymore. So then I went, and when I was doing a bit of digging around, the only thing that I could find off his real name was a LinkedIn page. And it turns out that he's like a consultant now, helping, like a consultant for businesses about, how to embrace the digital future and stuff like that. Whole second chapter to his career, super successful. And then through his website, there was an Instagram page. So I clicked on his Instagram page and saw that he follows me. Full circle. I was proper made up. So I just pinged him a message and just told him, the little rabbit hole that I'd been down. And he sent me a really nice message back, like a proper good guy he is.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long.
nice little story to end the show on, I think.
I can't be too late. I know I was so wrong.